Peace. It's Supreme Intelligence again. Well, this video is going to be about why I became a 5%er and stuff like that. Well, my story started with my father. He's always teaching me about knowledge, like whenever I wanted to know something about our people, who we are, and where we came from. He always dropped jewels on me and took me to the library and stuff like that. So I remember growing up, the gods the gods in the earth used to always be in front of my building or in the park building. And I was a knucklehead. It's like if you didn't know what the mathematics was and they got a hold of you, they would cause something called a universal beatdown. So I would walk in the park. They wouldn't do nothing to me because they knew who I was in the neighborhood. Plus I wasn't studying. You know what I'm saying? At the time, come to find out, this story is crazy. I got off the bus because I went to the school in the other side of town. I didn't go to elementary school in the hood because my mother wanted me to have a good education. So I went to 140. If you're from Queens, you know what PS 140 is. It's a good school. And everybody else went to the school at PS 30, or they went to 80 or something like that. So I'm getting off the bus, talking to my friends. So we walk in. We always walk to the store because I got out of school first. So I walked to the store with a couple of my friends that went to the school with me to the corner store. You know what I'm saying? Get candy and pick my little sister up from school. So as we walking, I keep hearing this voice say, "Yo, little Shakim, come here." So I'm listening. I'm like, look at my friends like, "Who's that?" And they're like, "Talking to you?" I'm like, "I ain't talking to me. I don't know who they are." So they get closer. I start running. They chasing us and they grab me and like, "Yo, when we was calling you, why ain't you answer?" I'm like, "My name's not Shakim." Said, "That's your older god's name." I'm like, "Who the hell is the older god?" I ain't know what I ain't understand the language at the time. So my father was getting off of work. Now I'm saying my dad's smiling and he's laughing. I'm like, say, "What's going on?" Say, "We was calling your name. He didn't know who he was." So my dad pulled me aside and said, "Yo, I just going through a transition right now. I'm studying to be 5%er." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, so one of my friends, his name was Master something. I just know this dude was mad smart. I mean, he got A's in everything in school, and he's like, "I don't need to study." So he was like, "I'll teach you because I was good in sports like basketball, baseball, stuff like that." He's like, "You teach me how to do that and introduce me to your friends." I was like, "I ain't no problem." So we was in school. He sat next to me. He's like, "Yo, we got this nerd around him for." I'm like, "Yo, you smart." First thing he taught me, he's like, "Yo, you gotta know the enlightener." Say, "Oh, we got that in my house, the thing on the wall." So we had to learn that, like me and my little brother, we had to know that. So I already knew what that was. So fast forward, my dad, he passed on, but my oldest brother, he had knowledge. And my older sister, one of my oldest sister, she had the knowledge. So years go on, we moved to Jersey. I asked no one around here and I know they had knowledge so I can build with it. And I couldn't go back and forth. I couldn't just say, "Mom, I want to go to New York to the bar to build with the guards." And couldn't do stuff like that. Years passed, I was living like a straight savage. I mean, selling drugs, messing up my people, doing all types of shit. But I always, in back of my head, I still had it up here. Now, so I get in high school, these dudes from north around my way, they They walked into school one day with the universal flags on their shirts, and I'm like, oh shit. So one of my friends, he was like, yo, you need to get down. So I was like, all right, cool. He said, gave me a book. Said the autobiography of Malcolm X. He told me to read. He said, you got one day to read this whole book. I'm like, one day? I'm like, so I'm studying, reading this book. Finished the book. Still couldn't give me anything. So I was like, man, I was like, fuck this shit. So time goes past, and Facebook comes along, and I link up with my man Rob. I haven't seen him like since high school. He was like, yo, I'll teach you. So I was like, all right, cool. So we built on Facebook, then we met into the physical form. When we say physical form, we mean like face to face. So it's like, when you gain the knowledge of self and who you are, where you come from and stuff like that, you become a better person. It's like the way we see things, a lot of people don't see it. Like in life, everybody says like you have three eyes, two, but the two eyes you see with and the one that's in your mind. Your mind is always your eye, because you think, when you think, that's like a third eye opening up and stuff. And it's like, the reason I became a 5%er, because I was always a type that liked to see the truth. I like stuff that's the truth. Like when I speak the truth, it's like I was always told your biggest thing that you have on this earth is your truth. People used to think like, yeah, being a 5%er, yeah, we call each other God. In reality, we are God. You know, we are gods and earths. God is within yourself. It's not something that, you know what I'm saying, you pray to a mystery God is going to give you. Is that mystery God going to put food on your table? Is it going to give you food, shelter, and any of that? No, it's not. So I always believe that the black man, that we are God. You know what I'm saying? God is who we are. Like I chose the name Supreme Intelligence, Allah, because Supreme Intelligence is the supreme being of everything in existence. It's the most high. And I use my Supreme Intelligence to add on and do everything into my existence. But sometimes I admit I don't use my Supreme Intelligence at times. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a baby in this, even though I got family members and friends that's been in this for like years. I got cousins that was born into this. Like, it's good to learn things, but you should also use it as a stepping stone to. It's like our duty is to teach, so everybody can learn. Cause I was a straight savage. I mean, I ain't care about anything. I mean, I used to sell drugs to my people, shot guns at my people. I did all types of stuff. But I never was that type to say, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, no. So what I gotta say is, you wanna join something new, just do your research and do your research and know this is something that you really wanna do. It's nothing wrong with being a 5%er or the nation of gods and earth. It's none. I think it's the most beautiful thing, because one thing that we do have every month is a parliament. Well, due to coronavirus, we can't have it. But me and a couple of guys, what we do in the parliament, we like have a lot of video chat, stuff like that. So what a parliament and a show and prove is like we like build on the lessons. We're like, yo, peace God, or peace earth, how are you? You know what I'm saying? They want to know where your mind at and stuff, where you are in the lessons. Because a lot of people don't know their lessons and they be like stumbling over stuff. If you know a lesson, you just know it. You should get it out like that. The best thing that my advice that my father always told me was if you don't know something, just say you don't know. Don't say I forgot or anything like that, because that's going to make you look really, really stupid. Like people say like, yeah, you're a Muslim because of my name. No, I'm not. Not a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Muslims call themselves Muslim gods now, which Elijah never said, you know what I'm saying, calling his people Muslim gods. I tell everybody, like, show me where it says that at. We call each other gods because the Father said that we are known, we are gods. Gods is within ourselves. That's why he left the temple number 7 and took he took the lessons out of the temple and took it to the streets, because he wanted that people that needed these lessons to learn, like the babies and people that was on drugs, like not just babies that are physical babies, but babies that are like mentally babies. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, what I'm trying to say is, someone could be 40 years old or 50 years old and still have a mind of a baby. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like mentally, this is like this right here. To be a 5%, you can't be mentally weak in no shape or form in anything. Like try to get into stuff that our peoples do. Like my sister, she's a earth, and also she's a witch. Also, people say that, yo, she's a straight devil. I'm like, nah. If you look at our history, that's what we used to do. Our people, like the thing our people used to do to communicate with our ancestors, we played with crystals, burn sage and stuff, do like spells. That's how we communicate with our, there's nothing wrong with that. Like people are too much like taking things for face value instead of doing some research on things. Like they stole a lot of things from us. They took everything from us but our language. That's why you seen that movie Roots and stuff. When they was talking on the ship, he was like, the person right next to you and stuff, teach that man your language, because that's how they communicated when the slave master would come around, you know. So I say, you want to join something? I'm saying just do little research. Let's just do a lot of research. And the first thing that my educator say, Rod, told me, he's like, yo, you need a name. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll take my dad's name. So he's like, nah, you got to say something that's with yourself or who you are. So I was studying my lessons. It's crazy. I was studying my lessons at the same time, and I was watching the History Channel. So I was like, it's like Supreme. I was like, Supreme. First I came up with like Supreme Magnetic something, but I was like, nah, that's too much. So I was like, make something simple, like Supreme Intelligence. The thing that I can say in closing that it made me more confident, made me know like really who I am. It's like, it's at a point, my ex used to tell me, say, you reading all these books? And it's like, I try to like push her on some books, but she got a lot of stuff, more stuff going on. But it is what it is. I just say, join the 5%. It taught me a lot, and it changed my life. Because I was I was a savage. I've been in jail, did all that shit. So I gotta say, it's nothing wrong being a 5% and knowing who you are. There's nothing wrong about knowing that you are God. Don't let no one else tell you that you're not God, that you're not earth, that you're not a queen. So I seen some, don't get me wrong, there's some bad gods out there that will beat down a queen in every shape or form in any type of way. But I've done some fucked up shit to some women, and I'm calling myself God. So I had to dig deep within myself, open my third eye to see who the hell I am and what the hell I'm doing wrong. So what I gotta say is, happy Mother's Day to all the earths out there, all the queens and stuff. And Peace.